We're back with episode 4 of the Metal Gear Solid 2 Let's Play. How's it going, Max?
I'm alright. Hanging in there.
Yeah. So last time we had just defeated Olga.
Yes.
And now we get to see a wet Solid Snake. Just running around in the rain.
Love a wet snake.
So, I think on subsequent playthroughs, there's a bunch of, items in this tower, but on your first one, all you have is the thermal.
Right.
Which... I don't know. Are they useful? They're probably very useful. I just forget about them a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff you can use them for. That's an item that I pick up and then immediately forget that I have. I love his little run.
But I'm pretty sure I never use the goggles again after that. So between this recording and the last one, there's actually 6 calendar months of me playing the game, so I'm super rusty at the beginning here.
Okay.
And fuck up every single thing possible. So these next 3 episodes, I play like dog shit.
That's fine.
And I also don't bother to edit much of it up because I think it's funny.
Keeps it relatable.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of being relatable, as a follow-up to, what was that, 2 episodes ago, the children do not like, honestly, probably either of the Paul brothers. I don't remember which one we were talking about specifically, but just...
That's good to hear, I guess. Bad to hear, unclear.
It's, I don't know.
Neutral to hear.
It's neutral to hear.
We'll split the
I feel
difference.
very, neutral about it.
Fade's 2 feet from his friend. He doesn't notice. And of course, you want to use the quote-unquote usual method.
Right.
See the wires.
Right.
Take a little shortcut home.
The flower.
Now, it doesn't show up on this footage, but on a take that I edited out, I got into a firefight in that room. All the items in that room are also destructible.
Oh, wow.
So, all of the fruit will just explode.
Okay.
Tiny pieces of the shot at.
Yet another, to showcase the power of the mighty PlayStation 2.
Yeah. Here we're just backtracking a bit to get back to the strut engine room, I believe. So that we can go defuse the C4 now that we have the USP.
Right.
Not a whole lot. Actually, talk about, so there's been some new Hideo Kojima news this week.
This is actually true, yeah, this is perfect timing.
So currently this episode is coming out the beginning of E3 nonsense. But they announced a Death Stranding director's cut.
Yep.
So Max, tell me what that means.
Death Stranding will be longer than before. More cinematic content in Death Stranding, which I think is
I'm sure it will be much better than before too. Only an improvement.
Yeah.
No, it's hard for me to imagine there was content from that game.
Yeah.
Because that game feels like it has every single thing in it.
Yes, that game feels like it should have had
whether
content.
Yeah.
And didn't. Yeah, I have no idea what that means.
I figured it would probably... They were going to have DLC for the game, because there's a chapter about... I forget their fucking name. Is it like Hartman or something? His chapter isn't, his like story isn't really finished in the game.
Oh yeah, Hartman.
Apparently they were saving that for this.
Right, the
trailer
Nicholas
is also
Winding
really
Refn.
weird because it has a very clear Metal Gear Solid reference of like Sam picking up a box, getting inside of it.
Yes, which, of course, because people on the internet are really normal about things, was like led everyone to speculate that actually it's going to be secretly Death Stranding was Metal Gear all along. You know, which
I don't know. Metal Gear fans are just
Metal Gear fans
denial at this
are
point.
great at being normal. Great at being normal online.
Should we talk about the like never game over subreddit here?
I mean, yes.
Oh, you need to save? Just a second.
I think that is the prime example of Metal Gear fans being normal on the internet.
So Metal Gear Solid 5 is a very clearly unfinished game.
Yes.
It's
Incredibly.
Hey,
very
Snake,
easy to read the
what's
news and see
hardest
that like
won,
Konami
most
was
easily
clearly
lost?
planning to fire
It's
Kojima
time.
because of like
Get it?
how
Amazing
poorly
how
that game was
relevant these
managed
Chinese
or something.
proverbs Still are. Once the moment's
And it's just
gone,
not finished.
it's gone.
You get to the end, it just sort
Except
of
for a day
peters
like
out
savings
and
time, of
like
course.
ends.
That extra hour to do
with no
anything you like
actual
with
ending.
every autumn. Gotta love it. Then
Yeah.
again, you lose an hour
I'm
every
gonna pause
spring,
here for this
so
insane
I guess the proverbs are right.
conversation.
Wow, they thought of everything.
Did they even have daylight savings back then?
Of course not. They knew how to save time. We're the ones that need to be tricked into it.
Yeah, but you said...
The moment never returns, Snake. Let's not waste it on idle questions.
Okay.
So we're gonna save a lot
Okay.
more in these next couple episodes because we're trying to get all of the Otacon save dialogues before we
Right.
finish this chapter.
Right.
Aim carefully and take out just the control unit from the infrared
Where was
sensors.
it? So anyways, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Subreddit. Massive conspiracy theory subreddit was convinced that Metal Gear Solid 5 actually like was finished and that the content that we hadn't seen just wasn't unlocked yet.
Yes.
So just like millions of people coming up with the conspiracy theories how to like unlock the final content of Metal Gear Solid 5. Very like YouTube under the truck energy.
Yes, extremely like. I mean, kind of like it's fun in a way, right? Because yeah, it is very reminiscent of that, like, you know, kind of
Yeah.
pre-internet, not pre-internet, I guess, but pre/early
People-
internet, like video game speculation stuff.
Very obsessed with the like idea that the way to get to it was to do the like remove all the nukes ending of Metal Gear Solid 5. There were conspiracies that Stephanie Houston, the actor who plays Quiet, was not a real person.
Yes.
It was actually just like
Yeah.
a like deep fake. At some point somebody like broke into the Konami into like some kind of Konami I want to say like center in the US. Just like walked around for a bit and left. It's a lot of really insane shit from that subreddit. There's an edit here. I wasted about like 6 minutes trying to find the last control panel because I shot that one and apparently it didn't actually get it.
I think we should have left that in. Just 6 minutes of like walking
6
back
minutes
and
of
forth.
me
in the
like
same
calling
hallway.
Otacon over and over and
Yeah.
over. 6 minutes of me like just looking frantically in every spot.
Arizona Bridge checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes time for the scheduled
Gamers who
briefing
have
session
played
with the-
Metal Gear Solid 2 know that this is like the worst part of the game.
You
Yes.
are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
Not quite yet, but
Yeah.
we're getting there. Scripted action sequences have always been difficult in these games because their controls are a little bit janky.
Yeah.
Boss fights are okay, but this one's a mess. Got a guard jamming out to some tunes.
The AC is
Max,
on.
what
He
was-
has water and he's listening to his favorite music.
What song do you think was playing in his headphones, Max? It's 2001.
Oh, 2001.
Free 9/11. Just for
9/11. looking up right now. What were the chart toppers in 2001? I'm thinking.
Maybe we got searched in Russia. What were the chart toppers in 2001?
Well, the number one best-selling album of 2001 was Hybrid Theory by Linkin Park. So
Ooh. I really like machine beats. Like thing coming through his headphones too. It's really what he's listening to. But like a lot of the music in this game, they couldn't get the rights to it, so it's
yeah. Oh, he was listening to Bodies by Drowning Pool. That's what he was listening to.
So you've got rations now. These are military food supplies and allow you to recover some.
Alternatively,
life
Bootylicious by
if it is
Destiny's
equipped
Child.
in advance, the ration will automatically be used and life will be regained when you receive damage. You can select it in the window and push the confirmation button to use the item on the spot. Rations were designed to be carried and
Good
eaten
year
on the
for
field.
music.
They're all about
System of a Down,
functionality
Chop
and
Suey.
calories. They use special freeze-drying methods developed by the NROC.
Oh, the original,
compact,
I guess the
portable, and last for
Gorillaz
weeks.
self-titled came out that year. Jeez.
so many bangers. But here is the actual worst part in this game.
Yes. He was listening to Digital Love by Daft Punk.
But first up, another insane level.
Do you want to save, Snake? The Chinese have a saying. Those who are lost never question a path, and a drowning man doubts not the shallows. And it means that you need to make use of other people's help. Otherwise, you could be in trouble.
Doesn't know.
If you're lost, you don't even know whether a road you come across is a right one. And, well, what's the difference between shallow and deep if you've already drowned, right? Anyway,
Yes,
the point
very
is that
wise.
help is always a good thing to accept. So make good use of the codec.
Look, this stuff seems nothing like what Mei Ling used to talk about.
Hey, she couldn't do better herself.
Ugh.
You know what? I'm canceling out again.
He like at least tried there.
Yeah. No, that was...
That would at least sound. It's like wise. I don't think it's what the saying was about, but it at least sounded somewhat wise.
Yeah.
It's not like pre-ripped jeans. When video games had health packs.
Oh, no, here we go. He was listening to My Way by Limp Bizkit.
Oh, Jesus.
Short Skirt, Long Jacket by Cake came out in 2001. Good year for music.
What about the year in general, Max? Would you say 2001 was a good year for the culture?
It had its ups and downs.
The lift is also under our control.
Oh my god, Since I Left You by the Avalanches. Duh.
Sir,
That came
the
out in
Marine
2001.
commander has started his speech already.
Incredible.
All communications to the halls have been severed. No
I'm
one is
assuming a
aware
bunch
of
of the,
our
like,
presence.
Howdy, I Love America songs also came out that year.
Yes, sir. We will secure your exit with our lives if necessary.
I
Yes, sir.
assume, right? I'm not seeing a ton on this.
Between this game
list, but
and those songs, this was a good year for getting freaked into joining the army.
Yes, sir.
yeah, that is true. Great year for the Army.
But like every single one of these guys is basically the same voice actor.
Who goes there?
This part sucks so bad. I managed to do alright, but
Yeah.
this part is normally just like dog shit. I also just fumble with the crouching controls for like a minute straight.
Yeah.
This one does.
As it is.
Yeah, real dynamic gameplay right here in the first person mode.
Yeah.
Those dudes are repeatedly trying to do is throw grenades at me. I don't think they ever succeed, but
Yeah.
if they do, it makes this part much worse. Some cookies heal up. Now we get a fun cutscene. Mashing the action button.
Who goes there?
It's him.
There he is.
It's our guy.
Oh, Shalashaska. Why are you here? We thought you were with the Colonel. What the?
Beautiful.
The Colonel will be joining you soon, comrade.
Comrade.
Very unclear where he's going.
Oh, yeah. Now, at this point, is he
Snake,
pretending
are you in
to
yet?
be
Have you made it to the holds?
possessed?
It's taking
By the
longer than I
arm.
expected. We've already passed the Verrazano Bridge.
All right, we'll use another recovery point.
They may be planning
Yes
to
and
change
no.
course.
What?
Like,
exits
he
to
has
the deck are
hypnotized
all
himself to
sealed.
think that he's being
What are
possessed
they
by a hand,
planning?
but he's not
If
currently
they
being
get
possessed by
Metal
that.
Gear,
Okay,
we're
right,
going
right.
right off the fringe.
Because
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses
this game
Men
is
down
insane.
here are definitely Marines.
The current state of nuclear.
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
Remember,
I'm not interested in fighting these guys. The weapons won't do me much good here.
Can you see Metal Gear?
was exposed.
No, I'll have to go around to the bow. They have some serious defenses here. I doubt the recent arrivals want to blast their way through the Marines either.
Wonder where they're headed.
I don't know. Not the beach, that's for sure.
Thank you, Snake. Solid Snake's just doing that, like, could you take these guys?
Okay, Snake.
Like,
Let's go
oh,
over
in a
this one
fight.
more time. Use this camera to get photographic evidence of the Metal Gear prototype. Now do your thing and take pictures that speak louder than the government's plausible denials. We need 4 shots.
So,
Metal Gear from the
I
front.
get it was
front
2001,
right
like to
and front left.
now, like
and a
this
close-up
plot
of the
point is
Marine
just
Corps marking.
absolutely
Marking.
unworkable for me.
There should be a Marines.
It's like, oh yeah, we had
insignia on the
photos
body
of it.
Metal Gear.
Yeah.
Can't deny that.
Just let someone try explaining away a clear shot of that.
They're like, oh, they had a photo?
Right.
There's
Snake,
actually one
Are you
little thing.
familiar with a
Just
deep
spit it
fake?
out. I'm used to things going wrong.
It looks like someone's monitoring our transmission.
Who?
I don't have a clue. All they're doing is watching.
Snake,
It would creep
have you
me out
heard
less
of
if they tried to interfere with
QAnon?
our communications.
Could it have something to do with that cipher we saw?
Maybe. I've switched the encryption protocol for our burst transmission for now. What I want to do is use a different method for sending these photos, just in case.
Instead of
In
using
this
the codec?
episode, Snake uses the computer.
Exactly. There's a workstation in the southeast corner of the block where Metal Gear is housed. I've made arrangements so that you can send the pictures from the machine.
Arrangements?
I hitched a ride on Link 16 into U.S. military's proprietary network. Managed to get into
Max,
that
you do this shit.
workstation and
Tell me what this
overwrote a
means.
part of the system software so I could remote install a little app I wrote.
Why bother with anything
Internet?
that complicated?
No, it's pretty simple.
I mean, the
really.
internet started as
Look,
military technology.
all you have
right?
to do is stand in front of the machine and push the action
Or
button.
Banet
The
or
app
whatever.
will automatically launch and download the image data from the
Or
camera.
Darbanet or
Split the
I'm trying to
files
remember if
and
it was
encrypt
like
them
universities of the
individually.
military. Probably
The data packets can then masquerade as...
Okay. So all I have to do is push the action button in front of the computer once I have the pictures, right?
Well, sure, if you put it that way. And one more thing. The Commandant's already begun his speech, but you need to get the pictures before he's done talking. Otherwise, they'll spot you, okay?
How much time do I have?
I hacked into his personal files and took a look at the text of that speech. I'd say you have 7 more minutes. Longer if he throws in a joke or two.
A 7-minute time limit, huh?
Remember, Snake, just the photos, okay?
With these kinds of odds, I won't be making any sudden moves. But that doesn't mean we can just let Metal Gear be hijacked.
Okay, but first the photos.
All right, we'll deal with the rest when we get there.
Stay low.
So I'm gonna sign off all my communications from now on. All right, man. Stay low.
Right, so we're gonna do one final save conversation before the end of this episode.
Oh, you need to save? Just a second.
How to come
I'm
give me
excited
your
for next
wisdom.
episode. This next section is really, really rich and has a lot of different ways to go through it, and shows off a lot of PS2 stuff. I'm super
Acquaintances agree, friends argue. And that's a straightforward one. The better friends you are, the more openly you can disagree with each other. So feel free to present a counterpoint if you don't agree with what I'm saying. Argue away.
Sure, all right.
Not a promising start. Okay, forget what I said. Just go along with my advice.
Every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications
well,
for Metal Gear.
I believe
Worse
this episode is
yet,
wrapping up,
so do a number of
so
rogue states.
I'm Matt.
I'm Max.
Signing off. See y'all next time. Bye-bye.
Stay low.
What the fuck? All right.
I told you that's how I was ending all my communications from now on.